Hi guys, welcome back to the Book of Unwritten Tales Part 2. We just freed the gremlin, and we're now Wilbur, and we have to catch this rat. Alright, let's just look at the wooden box first.
A large crate. It must have been delivered as I swept.
Or daydreamed.
Let's see. Not a chance. I'll never get this crate open with my bare hands.
Alright, so we need something to open the wooden box. Let's just examine everything. And look at everything.
Dwarfs are excellent stonemasons. That fireplace is proof.
Yeah, it's proof.
I used to be really afraid of that fireplace. Nowadays, I'm only slightly terrified.
Alright. We can examine the rat.
A thieving rat. Devious and dangerous. It always runs into its little hole when I get too close. That seems to be the rat hole where the little beast plans its raids.
Alright, so if you come too close, he runs away. Yeah. We can examine
A
this crowbar.
dwarf-sized crowbar. So it's pretty big.
And we can take it to open the crate. How convenient. A crowbar, hey, that seems, yeah, well.
Let's see.
Crowbar, you know.
What's that? Ah, the user manual.
How? Alright, let's read the instructions.
Wood elvish. Succubushish. Here we are. Dwarven. Thank you for purchasing an X100 house robot, the latest in house robot technology. Feed the X100 the stinking remains of your disgusting existence, but absolutely no broccoli or Brussels sprouts. Rats. There. Rat care. Rats breeding. Rat hunted. Rat hunted. In order to hunt rats or vermin of any kind, you must first feed the X100 with DNA from your target. DNA carriers include hair, blood, sweat, snot, and other things.
Alright.
Okay, so first I have to give the robot a little garbage appetizer to start it up before I feed it the main course, rat DNA. Finally, a simple rat trap.
Yeah, simple. Alright, so we need to give it a little bit of rat DNA. And we need to give it some fuel. So, I don't want to speak to the master bureau. We'll do that soon. Alright, rubbish.
The rubbish bin is almost overflowing. Presumably it's my job to empty it, but oh well.
He's just really lazy. This rubbish seems nice fuel.
I call it A History of Dwarven Cuisine, the Last 3 Weeks by Wilbur Weathervane.
Yeah. This can be food too, for the machine. Let's look at the cooking pot.
An old, rather dirty cooking pot. Ah! Mutant slime. Maybe I should have thrown out the rest of that chocolate pudding.
His face. Alright, so I can't take the pot.
There is no way I'm taking that pot with the evil slime in it. Slime can be really evil. Bad slime.
Yeah, bad slime. You bad slime. Apparatus, really. He doesn't even
The
know.
master brewer says these kettles are used to make beer. This is his private setup, and the proper ones are in the cellar.
So Wilbur isn't really that smart, or yeah, well, he's pretty young, so yeah, he doesn't
That is
know
the
really.
Bastion's emblem. Actually, an entire battalion of dwarves is supposed to be stationed here. Each battalion consists of 7 companies, which in turn consists of 7 platoons. Each platoon consists of 7 squads of 7 dwarves. Dwarves have this thing for the number 7.
Alright, so yeah, well, he's just not so smart. Let's look at the net and probably take it, because this game is about taking everything you see.
I know. A very roughly knotted net with loose ends. Maybe it's used for fruit. Although I've never seen any fruit around here. The master brewer prefers heartier fare.
Yeah. See, I can take the net. Look at the coffee pot on the stove.
A tin coffee pot. It hasn't been used in ages. And guaranteed not for coffee. The master brewer doesn't trust non-alcoholic drinks.
Wow, this is really an
The
alcoholic.
coals in the oven have kept the stove warm.
Alright, let's look out of the window. It seems
The sun is pretty
nice.
low. It'll be dark soon.
Huh.
Love our beautiful White Ridge Mountains. It's just a touch quiet around here.
So we are in the White Ridge Mountains. That's the place where the gremlin was
A
dropped.
pile of dirty dishes. The longer the other dwarves are away, the less attention the master brewer pays to things like this. I'd point it out to the master brewer, but then I'd be the one who ends up washing it all up.
Yeah, I don't want that. You don't want that. Alright, look at the food. Just a small bit of
Dwarven
food.
fast food. But I'm not hungry.
This is just a huge chunk of food. Wow. Which animal gave this huge food thing? Because it's just one bone. Alright. Anything else to see? Look at the stove.
The stove isn't used much, though this morning the master brewer heated up a few beer sausages on it. The stove is still a little warm. You couldn't cook anything on it, but you could heat something up.
Ah. And let's look at the brewing apparatus. I don't know.
The master brewer says it's very easy to brew beer. Still, he did go to school for years to learn how.
And last but not least, the beautiful water pump. Let's see if it works.
This pump can be used to pump water up from deep in the mountain. Although I wouldn't bet on it still working. I thought so. Broken. The dwarves have a lot of work ahead of them when they get back. If they come back.
Because it's war and, well, they are fighting, I guess. Can we combine any of these? No, we can't. Alright, so we can feed the rubbish to the robot. So he'll turn on.
The robot gets its energy from rubbish. That's got the power supply sorted out then.
Alright, and then we have to talk to the master brewer because we still need some rat DNA.
Hello, Master Brewer, sir!
Aye, Wilbur.
Aye, Wilbur. Alright, so that's unimportant. Yeah.
So I'm supposed to uncrate the robot and send it after the rat.
Definitely. Shouldn't be too difficult for you, being a gnome and all. You've got the right kind of hands for all that technical stuff.
I'm not really all that into technology. I'm more interested in the mysterious powers of magic.
Well, in that case, I'm sure there's some instructions in the crate. Shouldn't be that difficult for Mr. Mage.
Oh, no one believes in little Wilbur, but I believe because I've played the game. Alright, where are the other dwarves?
Where are the other dwarves anyway?
All away fighting, you know that. There's been nobody here except me for years. I'm keeping the whole place ticking over. If you weren't here, lad, I'd probably have pegged it from loneliness long ago.
Have you still not won the war yet?
What's the news from the front? The Alliance is winning, isn't it?
It's a proper mess. They just swing back and forth. It's been like that for years. Neither side has the advantage. Today, we take Finsterberg, and tomorrow the Shadow Army plunders Auenheim. Today we take care of Garrick the Throat Slitter, and tomorrow they nobble Bella Sunnithaw. At the moment, we've got Mortroga's fortress under siege, the old Archwitch. Not getting anywhere fast, though. It could still be years before either side gets the upper hand.
Hopefully we do.
Aye, let's hope so.
Huh. Yeah, I'll just keep on talking about the dwarf.
You miss the other dwarves a lot.
Aye, there's not much going on here now, that's for sure. In the old days, it was packed and rowdy every night. Stone Chomper and Bolin the Bear, Peppo and Talon, he could beat anyone at finger wrestling. And then, of course, there was Billant, our leader with his golden tankard. Now I've only got you here. You're not exactly a party animal.
Maybe the other dwarves will come back soon.
Aye, and then they'll tell their tales of adventure, the times they've had and what they've been through. And me, I can only listen on.
I'd like to hear their stories, seeing as though I'm not with them myself.
So, I'm looking at the robot. He has a cleaning brush thing here. I guess he can clean too. Alright, so you want me to send the robot on? Didn't we already say
So
that?
I'm supposed to uncrate the robot and set...
Definitely. Shouldn't be too...
I'm not really all that...
Yeah, well, we already heard that. How are the beer tests going?
Is everything okay with the beer?
That's not so easy to say. It's complicated with beer. You initially think, that tastes good. But then, bam! The finish is all off. Earthy and musty, and there's nothing you can do. But of course, you can't really tell from just one pint.
There's just one thing to say.
Did you know there's an evil slime living in a pot in the kitchen?
Oh, yes, it nicked a sausage off me this morning.
Well, doesn't that bother you?
Well, yes. Live and let live, I say. As long as it doesn't develop a taste for beer.
You drunkard.
I'll
Okay.
take care of the robot then. And the rat.
Aye, go on.
Is there anything? Alright, so examine the roll, rat hole.
The rat has chewed through the wood. There's some fur hanging from a splinter. Ooh, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's what we need. And now we can put the rat's fur in the robot, and the robot will chase the rat.
And
Easy
now
as
the
that.
fur. A source of rat DNA.
Ugh.
And it's gone. It won't be back anytime soon either. Problem solved.
Alright. So that's easy. Let's talk to the Master Brewer and tell him that the rat is gone.
Hello, Master Brewer, sir.
Aye, well.
Okay. The rat has made his
The
play.
rat's gone.
I saw. It's amazing what you little gnomes can puzzle out, eh? The rat's lost his appetite for my hops at any rate. He won't be coming back for a while.
Can I call it a day now?
Course you can. Safe home, my lad. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Now
See you later, lad.
Now I can leave the building and explore outside, but first we look at the chair. Because
That's the Master Brewer's favourite spot. He likes to relax there in the evenings.
yeah, well, because we love looking at chairs, I guess, and note on the wall. Well, I can see it's a map, but
It's a map. It says the country's best pubs on it. It shows the area reaching from our beautiful White Ridge Mountains down to the sea, where the humans live on the coast.
alright. This was episode part 2 of Book of Unwritten Tales. Next time we're gonna go outside and explore what's happening. So stay tuned and watch the next part with it when it comes out. So, and don't forget to watch my other videos too and subscribe. See you later. Alright guys, it was part 2 of Book of Unwritten Tales. I hope you enjoyed it. Click the link left on the screen for part 1. Click the link right on the screen for part 3. And I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, mechanical flying fish. Why